Hi everybody, this is Keith and I suck at Starcraft. But I'm actually posting a video that I win in. So I got the a Starcraft 2 beta key today, and I've been wanting one for a long time. Not because I think I'm going to be particularly good at it, but because I want to play it, of course. I actually won a key last week, but I decided to give it to a friend because I realized that I suck at RTS games, and it would be much better spent at him. So big shout out to me for being like so gracious and all. And well, my friend is. I'm sure he's enjoying the beta key as well. But a guildie of mine managed to secure me another key, and that's awesome. So I can play around with the game a bit. But I'm not really that well versed in this. Obviously, I've seen a lot of replays over the last, I don't know, couple of months, and so I got a like basic idea, but I still don't know, what kind of um, procedure I should have in against anything. I'm just like guessing. My opponent, thankfully, is not very skilled either. I mean, he has drones standing there doing nothing. Probes, sorry. Others going to like distant mineral fields and stuff like that. So I'm not, had I known this, I would probably be a bit more bold. But this was my second game ever, and I lost the first one. So it's I'm taking it slow. I have seen a lot of Terran replays, and I know that you should close that gap. So I've done that, from the very beginning. Um, but I'm just really guessing. I don't really have a structure for what kind of units I should take, and I'm not scouting because I figure what the hell, you know. But I had my barracks, and I'm building another barracks and a factory, trying to just try to get some different units and stuff like that. At this point, I haven't even seen what kind of. Well, I saw he was a Protoss at the loading screen, but he hasn't been over here yet. And I'm just building my marines, and I have that lab that gives you two, or lets you make two, clone factory or whatever. And trying with some different units, just trying to get a feel for the game. And I have no, real way to value one unit against the other, because it's just like it has some hit points and it does some damage, and some of them does more damage and some of them die faster. Obviously, a Thor is stronger than a Marine. I get that, but I couldn't tell you how much damage a Marine does per hit. And I'm probably never going to learn it. I'm going to be at the very, very, very lowest of the ladder, whatever. But I'm just sitting there building a bit. I'm not even scouting and checking out his base, because I'm much more, concerned about what happens in my base. I don't really feel like I have the time to be checking out his base as well, and all the microing, and how am I going to build in the other base when I'm down looking at his and stuff like that. I realized at this point that I didn't really want a cloning factory. I wanted the one that could give me like siege tanks and Thors, just so I could try them out, because I figured Helions was probably not what you would take for Zergs, for against Protoss. So I'm just minding my own business, building units, and trying to expand my base and get some more minerals. You can see my minerals at the top, and as you can see, I have a ton of minerals, and I'm not even spending them right. I mean, I should probably just pump out Stargates or whatever, or the airports or whatever, just to get rid of some of all that. But at this point, I build a Thor or two, and I realize these units look fucking awesome. Excuse my language. And so obviously I need one more. And I have a bunch of Marines, some Marauders, and a few Thors. And I figure maybe I should get some siege engines, siege tanks or whatever. And I built a Stargate for a few Banishes and a couple of battleships, just to try it out. And all the while this is happening, my enemy is not really doing anything. We're sort of chatting back and forth because we're both from Denmark, and that was, sort of funny. And looking at the replay, I can't really find any structure to what he's doing because he has like his defense. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Just scatter your defenses all over and have your units mine from different fields and stuff. But obviously it didn't work for him. At this point, he puts an observer over at my area, and looking at his army or lack of army, I'm betting he's shitting himself because he doesn't have anything that can compare to this. And I'm building my 3rd expansion now, and he has maybe like a handful of whatever. He is building some carriers, and he has a couple there, and he keeps doing more. But that's not going to do much for him. And see, my philosophy with RTS games, and this is why I lose all the time, is that you should have a little bit of everything, and that's probably why I can't win anything. I do this by sheer being less noob than him. And the later games I've tried to focus like Marines and Marauders or whatever. But in this game I have like a huge army with like tons of different units, and I should really just have moved out way too sooner, because he has maybe, I don't know, hardly any defense over there in units or in turrets or anything. And he's not doing anything to move against me. I haven't even seen him, so maybe that's a cue that this person is not more skilled than me for sure. But again, this was my 2nd game. My 1st game I played as Zerk, I believe, and I got totally annihilated. And I spent a lot of time, what does this do and what does that do, and trying to guess and stuff like that. So I just try everything and try and build some different stuff. I've had 7 games so far, or was it 8? I don't know. And I won 3 of them, although one of them I managed to push through I was Terran again, and I managed to push through his base, and I crept around his spine crawlers, and I could have blasted him from behind, but unfortunately I lagged out and I didn't get the credit. So at this point I'm attacking. It's been 30 minutes. We need to finish this. He has like a couple of carriers, and they just get annihilated by me. I walk into his base, blast everything up. I realized that going for the pylons quickly will stop most of his buildings. So that's what I do in these games. I mean, and especially this guy. He has just like pylons here and there, and scattered all over the place, and then just like 1 or 2 for the really important parts. I mean, right there I take out anything except for his Stargate, Starport, whatever. So at this point it's pretty much over, but he's like new, and I realize he has a mothership when I do a scanner sweep, which gets taken down pretty quickly with his army. And we're just talking, saying, okay dude, this is time to say goodbye. And so do I.